don't know what he means. Go ask him again.
Dakota's my sister.
There's a table out here.
So there's a tray and a spoon here, right?
Oh, in the front.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense.
Same job, different time.
Oh, nice. What about you? You work at a restaurant. What about you, Taylor? What do you work at?
Okay. Teacher.
Nice. That's cool. I work at Costco. As of 2 weeks ago.
They're like really good with their
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Because I was running a cute coffee shop inside a grocery store, and that did not go very well. Oh, he was smart. He braided his around the.
he's doing all sorts of stuff over there.
He braided his. That's smart. I didn't take all of them. I didn't take them from another wedding, gifted to him by another bride. And I've got a box of 30 more or more. I know it's not. But I figured out how to take them apart. So I'm going to take them apart and use the lighting from them rather than buy lights and stuff like that for our centerpieces. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, I go at the thrift store. I found one that actually said bride on the thrift store. If anybody knows or finds I'm going on the hunt for the 80s, early 90s McDonald's parties, Burger King glassware with the superheroes on them. I'm looking for the Superman one. with all four of you. So anybody who, and I've checked most of the places in Minneapolis, but I thought maybe you might have some other ideas of places that might have them.
I mean, yeah, my thing is just I don't follow them.
Gotcha.
Because they used to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You just go like once a week.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I've got 9 out of 10 I need all different antique stores and thrift stores and towels. I mean, we took a road trip to Minneapolis and we looked at like we just tried to walk over Minneapolis and well, we down in the city. Hey, we go down in the cities. Oh, and here, I got one of my wedding dresses. You can pick us in Minneapolis. You don't want to take out. And we went to go pick up my belt for my wedding dress. Oh.
This strip right here is just a truck.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably because I touched this part. Oh, way too fast.
Yeah, so this is split up.
I know that these are the cars.
It's not a secret I try to hide. I know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find.
Right, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the union of Brad and Dakota in a holy matrimony. Throughout their relationship, they have relied on God as a source of strength. As it says in Ecclesiastes 4:12, a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. Additionally, from the very beginning of their relationship, Brad and Dakota have used 1 Corinthians 13:4-8 as a template for love. They have requested that today that I read those verses and dive deep into each specific characteristic. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Love is patient. From the time that they met, Brad and Dakota allowed their friendship to develop naturally. Neither of them came into the friendship with preconceived notions of being in a relationship. This led Brad and Dakota to develop a deep connection, allowing for moments of intentionality. It was exemplified early on when they spent their first Christmas long distance, which meant a lot of navigating time zones, airports, and plans. The long distance Christmas was a sneak peek of what was to come. 1 year later, the engagement was also long distance due to unforeseeable circumstances with Brad's job loss and other challenges. This taught them both about conflict resolution skills as well as how to adapt to difficult situations. Love is kind. Both Brad and Dakota worked very hard to live out the fruit of kindness in their daily lives. Kindness was already present in their friendship, but was highlighted even more at the very beginning of their relationships. 3 days after they started dating, Dakota was involved in a car accident that left her housebound for roughly 2 months. Brad chose to take the time to come and visit her every day after work. When he couldn't come over for a visit, Brad would call to check in on Dakota. These early actions led to opportunities throughout their relationship to show kindness on a deeper spiritual level, where they both feel supported, loved, encouraged, and safe. It is the goal of both Brad and Dakota to continue to build upon this foundation. Love does not envy, does not boast, and is not proud. Early on, Brad and Dakota chose to have a Christ-centered relationship so that they wouldn't be focused on being an Instagram couple. Rather, they chose to focus on vulnerability, leading them to see the genuineness in each other as they talked about past brokenness and how it affected them. During these conversations, Brad and Dakota saw parts of themselves in each other. This led them to the conclusion that they aren't perfect, and that's okay. As a result, they strive to continue walking alongside, encouraging, and helping promote healing in one another. Love is not dishonor. Love is not dishonor on your whole family, dishonor on you, or dishonor on your cow. We got the reference. Mulan. That was good. I like that. That was fun. I enjoyed it. However, what is honorable are the things mentioned in Philippians 4:8. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable. Thinking about these things allows Brad and Dakota to put God first and foremost in their growing relationship. By doing so, they continue building their relationship and be equally yoked, something they're both committed to. Love is not self-seeking. Both Brad and Dakota are strong, independent people by nature and didn't intentionally enter this relationship seeking to fill a void. Because of their brokenness, Brad and Dakota didn't see that they were starting to fill that void for the other person. Thankfully, they have some amazing friends and mentors who called them out on that in a moment of tough love. Those friends and mentors challenged Brad and Dakota to redirect their focus back to God and to ask if they could continue to grow their relationship in Christ independently of the other person. After quite a bit of reflection, they determined multiple things. They could grow their relationship with Christ on their own. Christ was and is the primary source of happiness, not the other. Life would be more enjoyable if they came together to help the other grow in their relationship with Christ. Because of these realizations, Brad and Dakota are excited to continue this journey of helping each other heal, not for selfish reasons, but because they inspire each other to be their best selves. Love is not easily angered, and love keeps no record of wrongs. Brad and Dakota know from experience that the enemy makes sin enticing, but once the moment passes, they are left with shame, guilt, and frustration. In that feeling, their first instinct is to hide in their sin. However, Brad and Dakota also recognize that this allows the potential for anger and frustration that the other was secretive or not trustworthy. Instead, they choose to focus on helping the other grow by walking alongside them, encouraging them, praying with them. They strive to remind themselves of two things every day. The fight is not against one another, but against sin. And the teachings of Ephesians 4:26, to not let the sun go down on your anger. Love does not delight in evil, love rejoices with the truth. John 3:20 says, for everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come into the light, lest his works should be exposed. When they make mistakes, Brad and Dakota want to humbly bring them to God, the other, and their support system. They want to shed light on their own shortcomings rather than revel in them. When shortcomings are brought before others, it sometimes leads to tough love. While that is challenging, it allows for different perspectives and moments of growth. Love always protects. The point of armor is to protect the soldier in battle. Galatians 6:11-16 talks about the armor of God. As believers, this is our protection in spiritual battle. The first piece of the armor is called the belt of truth. There's a reason why the belt is mentioned first. It's what holds all the armor pieces together. God's truth is that foundation for us. The next couple of pieces, the breastplate of righteousness and the shoes of peace, are aimed to help an individual by protecting their heart and being sure they're equipped for the uneven ground of all inevitable trials. The following pieces, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, are used to help others. Think about how soldiers use their shield as a wall of protection when everyone comes together. When we share our shortcomings with fellow believers, we build that protective wall with the soldiers who are coming alongside us to help fight. The love Brad and Dakota share does this for each other. And the passage ends with the encouragement when it talks about prayer. Pray in the Spirit on all occasions, with all kinds of prayers and requests. Be alert and keep on praying for all of the Lord's people. When we encourage and pray for people, we are killing them with kindness and poking them so that the Holy Spirit can do what it needs to do. Love always trusts, and love always hopes. It's no surprise that God's been at work in the lives and the relationship of Brad and Dakota. Together, they've seen his reliability, truth, and strength, which are all characteristics of trust. They make the choice to trust in God and also have hope. Knowing that God's work is not yet finished in their lives, Brad and Dakota want their marriage to be a reflection of God's love, showing people the hope of eternal life. Love always perseveres, and love never fails. Brad and Dakota have a question for all of you celebrating with them today. Do you, family and friends of Brad and Dakota, promise to help and encourage and walk alongside them as they build a life together, a life built on love, respect, and unwavering commitment? If so, please respond with, we do.
We do.
Which leads them both to where they are today. Brad and Dakota are here today standing before God, each other, and their families, and their friends. They have each written personal vows they will now share with each other before all of these witnesses. Brad, you get to go first. No pressure.
Dakota, here we are at our wedding, in front of our friends, family, and God. After everything we've been through, your broken leg, my job loss, our long distance, we still woke up every day and chose each other. I know that throughout our marriage, there will be bumpy roads through deep, dark valleys. I also know that there will be roads through the brightest and most beautiful mountains. But as any hiker knows, getting to the tops of those mountains is tough work. But that's where the views are most beautiful, and the dark, mosquito-infested valleys are made worth it. I have personal experience with that. So my first vow is this: I will wake up every day and choose you. because you reinforce my belief that we can make it through those valleys and reach those mountains. Throughout our relationship, I have come to learn so much, not only about you, but also about myself. Even with all of my flaws, you still choose me. Even with all of my mistakes, you still forgive me. Even with all the times I felt scared or weak, you still respect me. This leads to my second vow. I will not only love you unconditionally, but I will respect you unconditionally. You are a beautiful daughter of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. So I look forward to being your teammate every day, whether I'm your squire supporting you or your fellow knight fighting alongside you. I will help you in the best way I can to slay whatever dragons come our way. As husband and wife, we are no longer just two individuals, but we are becoming one flesh. As such, it is time for me to put away my selfish desires. We have spent countless hours talking about our hopes, dreams, and ambitions. We have also spent countless hours talking about our hurts, fears, and shortcomings. After all of these conversations, even ones where we've disagreed, I felt our relationship grow stronger. Because our fights were never against each other, but for each other. We understand that the ultimate fight isn't us against each other, but us against the enemy. This gives me a team mentality heading into our marriage. We see each other, we hear each other, we respect each other. My third vow to you is this: I will pay attention, not only to you and your feelings, but to my feelings as well. By doing this, I will come to you in God in humility, asking for sincere forgiveness whenever I make a mistake. I want to fight for what we have and never take you for granted. I have one final vow to you. I will never stop being your nerd and your goofball. I know the future is scary and uncertain, but as Garth Brooks says in the song that changed your mind about country music, life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire. I am ready to step into this fire, which is easier to do when you have another nerd and goofball by your side. Adventure is out there, and with God at our side in this marriage, it's to infinity and beyond.
Woo! Now, from the beginning, you knew I struggled to find my voice. You knew I didn't always have the right words and struggled to conceptualize things. Despite all of this, you said, okay, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna help. I want you to find your voice, I want you to heal, I want you to find your words no matter how long it takes. I'm gonna be here every step of the way. I know that journey hasn't been easy, and still isn't, but you've chosen and choose to show me patience and grace through everything. Today is another day of that journey where I don't have the right words and can't write about the word promise because it's so big. I know that despite everything, you're still going to choose to show me patience and grace. RAR means I love you. Yes, we have our fun, cute, fluffy names for each other of Big Rex and Little Ducks, but we know it's more than just a name. It's a way to show encouragement and a way to show respect. More importantly, it says, I see you, I hear you, I love you, I understand you, and I respect you. Let's be real. These characteristics aren't always going to happen from me, but it is someone who it's always going to come from. It's going to come from God. From the very beginning, before creation, God said to each and every one of us, I see you, I hear you, I love you, I understand you, and I respect you. That is my promise to you, to try my best each and every day to be that reflection of Christ for you. Not just for you, but for our marriage as well, so it can reflect those things. Note, all of those things relate back to love. Love is such an important theme in the Bible. It's mentioned over 500 times. Last week's sermon was about love. We looked at John 13. Verses 34 and 35 really stood out to me. Love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know you are my disciples. They will know we are his disciples by the way we love. I had a whole thing about Ephesians 5 and that representation of what marriage is and what it means. I was struggling to write that, but then was like, hold up, let's go back. Back to the phrase, by this. Did you catch that? By this. By our marriage, by our love, they will know we are his disciples. That is my promise to you, and our goal for our marriage is to love and to show that love in more than we can make it out to be. I love you, Big Rats.
family is also very important to Brad and Dakota, which is why they have asked their families to be their ring bearers. So can we now present the rings to the family members? Exchanging rings is a public declaration of mutual commitment and a promise to love and support each other through life's journey. The ring is geometric in shape and has no beginning or end. It represents the eternal nature of love and commitment. Brad, as you place the ring on Dakota's finger, do you, Brad, take Dakota from this day forward to be your wedded wife, to live together in God's love in the sacred state of matrimony? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her, cherish her in sickness and health, in trying times and smooth, in lean times and full, all the days of your lives? If so, Brad, say, I do.
I do.
Dakota, as you place the ring on Brad's finger, do you, Dakota, take Brad from this day forward to be your wedded husband, to live together in God's love in the sacred state of matrimony? Do you promise to love him, to comfort him, to honor him, to cherish him in sickness and health, in trying times and smooth, in lean times and full, all the days of your lives? If so, say, I do. And we have one thing to do before we make this official, and that involves all of you. You have little mini lightsabers on your chairs. I need y'all to turn those on. If you haven't picked it up, this is kind of a thing Brad and Dakota might be all about. So you can turn all those on. I'm gonna give you a second. Yeah, I like this. With all of those on, Brad and Dakota, by the power vested in me as a minister of the gospel, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Brad, you may kiss your bride. Brad and Dakota are going to go take some family photos now, photos of themselves for about an hour or so. Then they'll come back for a potluck here. We're going to set up some yard games. There are board games inside. Yard games will be over here. You can play any of that stuff. Hang out together. It is a gorgeous Madison day. The bride and groom do want you to know that tomorrow morning they will be having brunch at Mickey's Dairy Bar at 10:30 downtown Madison. If you want to join them, if you're not from here, highly recommend it. Phenomenal place to go. So join them. But go ahead, mingle around, play the games. Thank you all for coming and being here for this great day for Brad and Dakota.